Welcome to our newest Bays location in O'Fallon, Missouri. In this video, we're going to take you on a walkthrough of the facility where owner Jeremy is going to share his vision for building out and setting up the shop. From the layout planning to the equipment selection, you're going to get an inside look on how this space is going to transform into a fully equipped self-service car wash and detailing destination.
Okay.
What does this light switch do?
Turn it on. You'll get a surprise. So let's turn some lights on so I can actually give you guys the tour, right? And I'll explain all of this stuff as we go through it. So the idea, you walk in your front door, okay? My thought is retail space is this entire run. That wall goes away. Okay, so this wall gets knocked down so we can tap into having this long runway, including this room, which has very similar windows, very similar spacing as all of our retail space. The math on that I think is about 800 and some change square feet, okay? And I forget if that includes this room, which I have an idea for this room as well. So the idea is gonna be knock down this wall, take down these bulkheads that are here, because at one point, clearly there were offices here, and whoever decided to change it from being an office said, well, I don't want to move the electrical. So they just moved it up, which is why the light switches are up there. So the idea is going to be this goes, this goes, this goes, and this goes. So when it's all said and done, you've got this nice long run,
Yeah,
okay,
that's awesome.
of just a shotgun style area, okay, that'll all be open. Now, ceiling, clearly there was a drop ceiling, as you can tell by some of the furry rodents that have been living here for a while. That ceiling's been there for a while, okay?
Poor little guy.
Yeah, part of the challenge, part of the challenge, you guys, that when I walked into this building, what I noticed, it smells like an automotive shop, okay? Now, since doing quite a bit of power washing in the Bays, I think it's helped, and I'll explain more about that when we get out there. But for me, these tiles, they're old, they're disgusting, they're holding that smell in.
So is your floor.
So is the floor. All of that's holding it in, plus, to me, it doesn't, with the ceiling, with the drop ceiling here, it just felt like an office. I knew that's not what we wanted. So what's gonna happen in here is, drop ceiling comes down, canned recessed lighting goes up. That's what the electrician was here this morning. We're gonna redo all the electrical, put in recessed lighting. They're gonna adjust it to where the switches actually are controlled and not, normal spots. They're gonna fix that. They're also going to swap out all of the outlets as well, so that way they look, I just told them, I just want a black outlet. Just make it black, make it look nice. Because there's a ton of outlets here in this building. This was going to be backstock / office space. I know it's not a lot, but this is what I was working with.
It's plenty.
This room here, and Ken and I talked about this a couple weeks ago. Yeah. So I have a friend that has been along the ride with me this entire time, okay? He's helped me build a lot of stuff, and he's always been adamant. He's like, listen, when I come to the Bays, he goes, I don't want to take my shit home. I want to leave it at the Bays. Okay, he has been persistent about getting lockers.
Having a locker.
So my thought was to turn this into the locker room, okay?
I like that.
Buy some lockers. Again, not many, I've already priced them on Amazon. I can fill up this whole wall and this whole wall and get about 30 or 40 lockers.
Where is your point of sale gonna be?
So point of sale, I think is gonna be over there in the corner, because then that way I have line of sight into the retail space and out to the Bays. So from the perspective of traffic coming and going, like retail footsteps, right? Bathrooms, 2 there,
Go to here.
1 here.
You're getting rid of the third one.
No, they're all staying. This one has to become an ADA.
Okay, that's what you're saying.
So all the bathrooms are staying. This one becomes ADA. So what's going to happen is this door is going to get widened, and they're going to move the toilet and all that stuff that's in there. Definitely get some video of that, because that place is disgusting. So here's my thought. If my point of sale is here, my traffic from the Bays is coming in this direction, retail's coming in this direction, I really thought about putting a lounge area here, and let me explain. So in my mind, just as, because one of the things I really want to do is I want to build community. So my thought was to promote building community, right? Think about this. I'm here, I'm working, people are shopping, people are either sitting, waiting for full service, or just got done washing the bays, or just chilling, right? Okay? People coming in and out of the bays are gonna come past here. What are they naturally gonna do? They're gonna talk to the guy that's here that just got done washing his car. Like, I feel like this is one of those areas. Did you guys ever watch Bar Rescue?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You ever heard him talk about the butt funnel? Okay, when he goes into a bar. This in my mind is the butt funnel. So, also, from this perspective too, as they're sitting here, let's say someone just came in, bought some retail product, they don't use the bays yet, but they're hanging out, whatever, they sit here, they can watch what's going on in the bays. They're like, you know, that's pretty cool. Maybe I should do that next time. So my thought was to put a very minimal, high top table, couple chairs, one or two like little armchair loungers.
TV on that wall.
TV on that wall, yep. And just have a small lounge / seating area here. That way I can interface with my customers while I'm at point of sale. They can interface with people coming and going. And also too, this door can also be used as another entry point. So again, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of traffic right through here. All right, we guys ready to see the base? Here's the scoop out here, okay? So this building was trashed, okay? There was drywall missing, there's drywall banged up, greased up, just nasty stuff. So when I came in, he already had started putting the metal up, okay? So he's like, whatever tenant I bring in here, I'm repairing some of the walls by putting up the metal paneling. He was only gonna go until there. I said, can I just pay you to at least finish the rest of it? So the landlord actually took care of the cost and he finished the rest of it. He paid his guy to do it. I was like, okay, looks 100% better than what it did in here, okay? Now, so let's talk a little bit about the walls first. Paneling is gonna stay. The silver insulation that's up there that's all nasty and jacked up, I've got the general contractor right now looking at what's called a vapor lock. Basically, it's just a white sheet of vinyl for that matter, okay? To see how much that cost. That's one of those costs I didn't anticipate doing, but I think it would really brighten up the space and make it look a lot nicer, because right now, and insulate it, because right now, it looks really crummy. So this back here, you guys, is gonna be an equipment room. What's gonna happen is, and right now it's just spec'd out to be, because originally when I was working with the architect, we were like, power wash is like, nothing bigger than a 4x8 sheet of plywood. So we came out 4 feet, that way we can maintain the base space, and we're gonna go down 14 feet so we get this drain in. But what'll happen is power wash, compressor, water heater.
So it's gonna be an electric unit.
Nope, gas. Two reasons. One, I was told gas is much cheaper.
Sure.
Two, there's already a gas line right there that can just drop right down. So we're so there's already a water heater in there.
Yeah.
So
But
this
that's
would-
why I was like, why would you run your hot water all the way?
No, this would purely be just to run the 3 wash bays. And the way that I'm having it ran is each wash bay spigot, right, with a bucket filler, thank you, spigot, and then just like at your shop, some type of a mixer is what the technical term, right? So collectively speaking, the equipment room back here, it goes up as tall as that disgusting whatever bump out that is, as a means to try to hide some of that.
That is your roof vent for this side of your drainage. That's what that is.
Yeah, so there used to be, so when the tinting company was here, I think this used to be a clean room, because they had a restroom back here, so a toilet, sink, there used to be a little hot water heater right here.
Yep.
So yeah, that's all got to get vented out, but overall, the equipment room will be here and house just our equipment as a means to try to keep it quiet and keep it contained. Then 3 wash bays, 1, 2, 3, AR blue on the top. I'm gonna have the plumber run it to where just the AR is getting hot and cold, bucket filler's just getting cold.
Can you pull your truck in what would be the middle bay right now?
Yeah.
Just for my mental
Yeah.
sanity.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm gonna go get it.
Does this not feel huge?
It's huge. I love it.
So I did notice some water behavior that it brings up some questions I have for you guys about the flooring. But for the sake of kind of like seeing the truck in there, you guys comfortable with this amount of space?
Yeah.
Does this look good to you? And again, we can even come further if need be, because that doesn't give me a ton of room back there for a workbench or whatever else. But the idea would be wash bays here, but to that end, okay, so if we add power wash another, 4 feet, even if we're out to here, or even out to where Jason's at.
It's not gonna change the cost that much.
Right.
Because
So
you're
that's-
only changing lengths on 2 sides.
Yeah, right. So that's what I'm saying, like even if we needed to catch the water all the way back here,
Well, and that's
could.
like, so where you're standing, I have laser level eyes, I'm weird. This is likely the lowest point.
it is.
So like, if this whole thing is coming the way it looks this way, and then it goes here, we literally are gonna have the pickup grate here. Now what sucks about that is this is borderline the furthest, because we could put the pump station over there, we could put the pump station over there. I know the drawings are over there.
Sure.
This is the furthest pickup point, but it's gonna get the most water.
Yep.
So, I mean, they're just gonna have to size it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everyone. For more information about the bays and the locations, please visit the description below.